Hey guys, Avi here, and welcome back to TheCodex. In this video, we're continuing our Python and Flask series, learning about template inheritance in Jinja and Flask. Let's get started. First thing first, what is template inheritance? Now, take a look at our current blog.html. It has all this HTML code, welcome to this blog, blah, 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 and it produces a wonderful web page. However, how much of this code are we repeating every single time we create a web page? Every single page of our website will have a nav bar. Every single page will have this HTML, this body, etc. Really, we can put all this content into a base HTML file, sort of a template that we can then inherit from in order to render any other web page. Let me go ahead and do that for you so that you get a better explanation of what I'm trying to say. In this scenario, we're going to go ahead and just leave the main content of the website, which is this right here, and remove everything else. So I'm going to delete that and then Command X all of that. There we go. And now what I'm going to go ahead and do, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and create a new HTML file, and I'm going to call this base.html. So what this file means is that this file is going to be used in every single one of our web pages. Every single web page, blog, about, contact, they will all extend base.html. Now, for example, let's say that every single web page has its very own nav bar. Let's go ahead and create the nav bar right over here. I'm going to go ahead and create a div, and inside of this div, I'm going to create an h2 tag, all these blog, and then inside of my h2 tag, I'm just going to put a simple link, href is equal to blog.html, and this is just going to be home. So again, this is a very simple nav bar. Again, it's not really a nav bar, but it's just showing to give you an example of how this code actually works. So over here, I'm going to go ahead and say div and then give it an ID equals nav bar, just so that there's some clarity about what's going on. Anyways, this is our base file, okay? This is what every single web page will inherit. Now, after our nav bar over here, any content will go right after our nav bar. And so what we're gonna do over here is we're gonna go ahead and write the correct Jinja tag, % and then block content, and then %, and then go ahead and end block. So what blocking means is we're gonna go ahead and say that some content, some template code is going to go right over here. Wherever this base.html file gets extended into, that should have some block content that will go right over here. Going back to our blog.html, at the very top, go ahead and extend our base. So we're going to go ahead and say extends and then base.html. And then right after that, guys, we're going to go ahead and put all this content in a block. So what that means is when it renders blog.html, it will first load all of base.html, and then it will replace this block right over here with the block of code right here. So we can go ahead and put this in its very own block content, and then go ahead and end block as well to signify that that is the end of our block, and that's it. Again, just to reiterate, guys, template inheritance is very straightforward. You have a base template, something that was going to be rendered everywhere. Inside of that, you can go ahead and specify what content should be coming from other places. And then you just extend that file into your blog.html page and then specify what content should go where. So go ahead and save this, and let's go to our server.py and run our server. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and open this web page and pull it up so you guys can see what's going on. Fantastic. And over here, I'm going to go to /blog and let's see what we get. All these blog home, welcome to this blog, etc. Awesome. So what actually happened here, guys, is now this content is part of blog.html and everything else is being rendered from our base.html. Now, if you think about it, whenever you create a web page on your website, you will not have to repeat this redundant code. This code will always be there for you, and you can just go ahead and extend it in whatever document you want. Anyways, guys, this was a video on template inheritance. As you can see, it's very, very useful. There's a lot of different cases for it. Definitely play around with this and create some web pages for yourself. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.